was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Los Angeles Rams.
Like he was mad.
This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Gas that shit up to the maximum. I need friends like that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action, it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
The Rams take over first. At the 45-yard line.
Ready? 60 out low. Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Go, Mike 50. Mike 50. I got you. I got you. Check 3. Check 4. Showing it. Showing it. 61. Max box. Mike. 66.
He can make like 7 tickets.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, LA. Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
I'm not even laughing at that. I'm just thinking that.
Now on second down, this is good. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down
I
right
didn't listen to you. I'm not listening to you.
I don't know, like, it was so garbage.
No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves him at 3rd and 1. Now
This
Newton.
nigga Mike hit me up about it.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Wow, nigga
There he
Mike
goes
just
left
hit me up about
side.
you heard this shit?
Score.
I know I'm about to
Touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken short.
Fuck.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape
Oh,
as
that's
they
my
get it
fault.
up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's caught at the 25. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely look for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. on second down. Newton flushed out right, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them on the point, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored.
God, bro. Now he has 3, bro.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Butker's kick here is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And what we love about the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football, this says finish on it, because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you've done on the last drive. When you scored...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Nico Hardman, 78 yards. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carried from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape,
pick the ball off, bro.
Have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be...
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, just stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. This is taken at about the 14. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
Bro, they would have lost to the Saints with that Drew Brees.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Mike 59. Here we go. Mike, check. 59. Don't get nothing. 64. Check. Slam. Let's go. Get set.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Jackson.
Got
the double coverage,
Wait.
and it's intercepted.
Wow.
Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
I heard what you
This will
said.
probably be the last play of the quarter.
I heard what you said.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll be taken
I just
down
threw a
as
pick,
that will
bro.
take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Well, they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy
So
said, well, since you
I'm
didn't
sticking
know,
with
I'll just
this
go ahead and
bet,
claim the
man.
award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason
smart.
he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts.
It's
Understanding where the play's
Duke
going
Virginia
and
Tech.
being able to make a play on the football.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Dookie! Fucking Blue Devils, man. Nah. I don't care if they're on the road. I don't care. Virginia Tech sucks. The team suck, they suck,
Off
man.
the play fake. Here's Jackson.
You know this,
Right
right? The
side,
team
it's
suck,
the
they suck.
tight end, Hawkinson. 5
Fucking
yards on the catch
close
there,
game with
brings up
Furman.
2nd down.
What the fuck is
Well,
Furman?
they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never
Hush,
a bad
I
idea to try to get the
I
ball
should have put
into
the
a
spread
tight
in.
end of his caliber's
Stupid. No,
hands
we lost
and see
money.
what
You
kind
could
of
put the
disruption
spread
he
in.
can cause.
2nd
You
and
better
5
put the spread in
after
on
the
that game.
5-yard completion on first down.
Like, alright, anyway. That was got Vanderbilt over Northern
They
Illinois.
follow
Come
up
on,
the gain of
that's
5
team.
by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Then I got Akron spread over UMass. They fucking suck. UMass ass. Okay, then I got Notre Dame over Virginia. Just money
They go
line.
play action now. Jackson. He's
Then I
going to let
got
this go for the
Purdue
end
over
zone.
Minnesota. Just money line.
And it's complete. He's
I
got
got
it in the
SMU
end zone.
over South
Touchdown,
Florida.
Rams.
Yes. I
Nicole
got Old
Hardman
Dominion beating
on
East
his way to
Carolina.
a
Money
monster
line.
game.
Then I
3
got North
first
Texas.
half
Play spread
touchdowns
over
as
Houston.
his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker
Yo,
able
Hutch,
to
guess the
connect
score,
on the extra
cuz.
point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Yo, I'm on my mom. I'm not
Set
going
now to
to
kick this one away, and off it goes.
3-35.
And they're going to start
Second.
this drive in
too.
pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
I don't know yet. I'll tell you after his next
Back
touchdown. He
out
has
there
3.
at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football
That's fine.
again.
He put on
Going
2
to take
clock. He's
care of it,
right,
but
bro.
you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack.
Oh my God, bro. Hold on. Let me go text this nigga, bro.
A gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the
Wait,
second
how do I have
half, if you've got a
1%?
running back
What the
of this
fuck? I was just
size
charging
and
my
these
phone.
dimensions. I
What?
can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
Yeah, that's following 430s.
Picked off by Marshawn
Take 2 clock off, you fucking
This
bitch.
one to the 30-yard line.
God, bro.
Escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon,
It
back in the
is
good old days,
8,513.
probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But
Only reason why it's
nowadays, the patience
8,000
level isn't
because
quite
those
there.
some of the games are
He's gonna have to make
close.
some real adjustments.
I'm just picking a
or
better team.
The backup may see some time.
Like the Old Dominion, East Carolina game, Old Dominion is better than East Carolina stuff.
Fuck, you got 2 clock on for, bro.
And the Purdue Minnesota game, I know Purdue.
What? I
Purdue
said-
is
That is
Whoa.
incomplete. He couldn't
Whoa.
hold on through the contact.
Minnesota had a
Brings
close
up
game with
second
Georgia Southern.
down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
My niggas Duke, man.
Jackson now. Gonna throw
I think it's
again.
Duke, man.
He's gonna
Duke.
fire one deep over the middle. And that gonna be
sorry, Tim
incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Check. Yes, yes. Motion, watch guard. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him. Take off.
From the gun, Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hakeem Butler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. As his guys continue
you got
to
2
put this
clock
one out
on
of
for?
reach. Tucker with the extra
What the
point.
fuck is wrong with my
And a
charger,
round
bro?
is on here in this
Yo,
first
hold the
half.
fuck on, bro. Am I smushing? What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this shit, bro?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance. He's helping his team in a huge way.
He's coming out.
Yeah.
He's coming, double up. Hey, what? Switch gears.
They start on the ground with Geis. Big hold of the 30. And all the way up to the 31-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
No, they're on 3. Oh, no, they're on 4.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll be taken down.
I mean, there was a close game. So obviously the Illinois game they got beat
Brandon,
out.
if I'm an
That's
offensive
Illinois'
coordinator
big
and I see an
team. UAB they
all-out rush
lost
like
by
that,
9.
I file it away because
Central
I'm going to
Michigan
use their
lost
aggressiveness
by
against
20.
them as this game goes on.
And they just got blown out by Troy.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. This time Jackson will throw it. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
No scores, man.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the
spread
heat.
on there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return, it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 23 yards on the tuck and run. Now a first down throw for Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Newton. He gets it to Gurley, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Jets on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
I'm just going to stick to where I know.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well,
why is he in the game?
And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I can do one spread and still run 200 pounds.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson.
I would add
get it up
the
just short of the 45 at the 44. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Indiana.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Yeah. I think they can beat them by 3 touchdowns.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm.
Are they playing Nebraska?
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, LA.
Yeah.
Nicole Hardman, 75 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on.
Yeah, we said that about the fucking...
Not a whole lot to recap on that
Indiana
drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is,
I think
a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They did some crazy last year. They play Indy.
And
I'm
they're
about
going to be
pick
set
them
up
for the
in
square.
excellent field position up past the 45.
We all know the teams never want to
They-
use the word
their spread is
panic,
14 even.
but if they expect to win this game, it has to
Well, it is,
start
Indiana.
right
They
here,
suck.
right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown.
And down he goes on the pressure
in their home,
from
too.
the Rams defense. Rashawn Gary make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, shoot it.
Here's Jackson throwing again. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hawkinson. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Jackson, and an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Right
What the fuck are you doing? Yo, don't.
Solid gain of 9 before
Come on,
being
bro. What are you
brought
doing,
down.
bro?
2nd and right in
Don't
the
try to do that
yard.
again, ever.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Hakeem Butler with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check.
To throw again is Jackson. Diving for the end zone.
What?
The ball's knocked out, and it's scooped up by the Jets.
Yeah, they're
and
just-
a big turnover there as his guys will get the
Oh
football
my
back.
God, bro.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Devin White able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Newton. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Back to throw, Newton.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they could make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Newton now to throw. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler as a rookie, there to bat that one away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, this game is disappointing.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Cam fighting, he lost the football, it's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point?
Bro, I've been scored, bro. This is just what.
To either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it. But I think,
and this is caught. Give him 30 yards there.
East Carolina lost the Navy 42-10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They only beat William and Mary. But I
want to see if this works, but I don't know. Should work.
Jackson.
Well, I'm never going to that again because that really did not work. So
T.J. Hawkinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in from Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will score. Touchdown, That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance.
Wow, I gave up a touchdown, bro.
Touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are able to get a score back.
Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
I had a thought Notre Dame's going to beat them pretty bad, but
just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork,
gotta start running to the side.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row.
Oh, man.
There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 76 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Makes the score Rams 70, Jets 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short.
The Jets take over first and 10.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in. Because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here. After first and second down went backwards, it's third and very long. To throw is Newton. And he's going to go down again. Rashawn Gary has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Yo, is he going to wait for the clock to go down to punt the ball?
Been a struggle from
Yo,
the
he's
start.
really a bitch. Who does this as a man? You should be ashamed of yourself.
These anointed niggas are taking forever, bro.
He let the clock
punt
run
team
all the
couldn't
way
get
down,
ready
bro.
in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
You played it with a group?
Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. On first down, this is Geis. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darius Geis, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken short.
What?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a draw play for Gurley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now on 2nd and 13.
What the?
Newton, Shaheen the tight end on the right side. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Gurley. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Rams' 25-yard line.
From the 25 on 2nd down. Newton, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Thursday night.
From the gun, here's Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Mecole Hardman, 59 yards.
Mecole!
As his guys continue to pour it on.
I think he just...
Tucker now for the extra point.
Nah, he's playing, I think.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
It's the most points I'll let up this whole season,
Offense
bro.
back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, the pressure gets to him again.
GG's in the chat.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week.
Wait a
we'll just
minute.
keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them.
Oh, that's in a
won't they?
different
It
league.
makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style. and a different
So, Hutch,
flow.
guess what the score was?
So for Los Angeles, their strong September
Damn.
has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
You can touch it.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles
Damn!
Davis,
Oh my
I'm
fucking
Thanks
God!
for watching, everybody.
Oh my
We'll see you next
fucking
time.
No,
God!
I have a couple reasonable ones. Michigan State beat Indiana by 14.
Made Todd really feel nice.
14, 15. That's reasonable.
Damn, he was supposed to go for 400.
No, I didn't. I took them to win, not the spread. I feel like they're gonna beat down on them pretty bad, honestly. But I'm just gonna be safe. No, Virginia's not good though. They're undefeated, but they're not good.
Let me upload this.
They almost lost the Old Dominion.